Spent 14 years as a Colt, 4 more as a Bronco, and the numbers, they speak for themselves. 14 times a Pro Bowler, better than 71,000 passing yards, 539 touchdown passes, and of course, twice a Super Bowl champion. Now Manning. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Switch.
On the ground, it's the Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Manning now to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Manning. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
60 Bison. Smash. Pioneers. 70 Rangers.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
28 yards. And the first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd down and back to Tomlinson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Manning. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Manning to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
4 yards. That's another first down. First and 10.
Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Not sure if he was looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner. But he didn't find either. And they ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Tennessee Titan legend Eddie George. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here's Manning to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We are through one. So happy to have you along. It's football. It's Oakland. And it's only on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And our drive continues here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete to Chase.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Result is a 1st down.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a 1st down. Superstars on a gain of 12.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And now they'll throw with Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing now is Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Well, the Legends going to use the first of their timeouts.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
And the Superstars will move out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Legends head back out, and with him the great Jerry Rice, who, of course, had his biggest years across the bay from here in San Francisco in the 80s and 90s. Rice was always one of the hardest workers out there, a real tactician at the wide receiver position. 2 qualities that Coach Madden always admired. Here's what Coach Madden...
had to say about all the things number 80 could do to beat you.
With Jerry Rice, you have to move him around. You can play him at flanker. You can play him at X. You can play him in the slot. You can even sneak him in the backfield once in a while.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen left or right? The defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On the set. All right, now let's go get six.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's good for a first down.
Elway will throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Legends. Jerry Rice, 38 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Legends going back on offense. Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson in there at running back. And you think back to those Raider teams of the 70s. Coach Madden always loved to run the football, and he had some great running backs to rely on. But no one quite like LT, who he held in high regard. And here's what he had to say about the all-around abilities of the Charger great.
LaDainian Tomlinson is one of the best backs in the league. He has it all. I've watched him and I thought, I don't know if there's a guy that's better at running and catching and blocking and doing all the things that you have to do to be a running back.
So halftime here in Oakland with the Legends on top. Let's get you over to Scott Hansen quickly with our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks so much. As you said, the Legends have the halftime lead. Maybe not by as much as some would have thought, though. You wonder if Coach Madden might have a few things to say during the break. As we look at the highlights and the stats, want to remind you that coming up after the game, stick around for the presentation of the turducken to our winners. That might motivate a few folks for the second half. Speaking of which, the third quarter about to kick off, so let's send it back. Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Scott, thank you. Would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in either of these two locker rooms to listen to Coach Madden's speeches as we get set to resume play. This still anyone's contest, a two-point game as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the NFL superstar is going to have it first to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Third quarter of a two-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. That went out wide and intercepted. That's the Hall of Famer, Deion Sanders.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
The Legends making their way back out on offense with Terrell Owens at wide receiver. Owens, former third-round pick of the 49ers in 1996, and really came out of nowhere. Played at Chattanooga, but he developed into one of the great receivers in NFL history. And Coach Madden always appreciated the different ways in which T.O. could be a factor in a ball game.
Terrell Owens is such a big, strong, powerful guy. You don't always have to get the ball to him deep. You can hand it to him on a reverse, throw it to him on a slant, and he can just run right through the defense.
Not able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
To throw is Manning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Ready?
And they'll try and pick it up with Allstott, the fullback. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. One more push. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight.
Now Manning. That is caught. Touchdown, Legends. Terrell Owens from 3 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Up the middle with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
A 2 yards.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 1 quarter to play. It's football once again here in the East Bay. The fans love it. And we're back after this. This is a special presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air, Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
And a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
J.J. Watt down the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Barkley. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd down, goal to go. Here's Allen. That is caught. Touchdown, Superstars. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And his guys now just a two-point conversion away from tying us up. It's complete. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling?
Next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now a toss right. This is Tomlinson. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. And all the way in for the touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 78 yards. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down 20-14. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath. That's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Over the middle of Kittle, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Review of the play. The ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Here comes second down at 5. Throwing, Allen. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Results in a first down.
Now Allen. Connects with Kittle underneath.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course,
To throw is Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A big play in this football game. Third down and 1. Now Allen. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. First and 10. Allen.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So now the story changes. Trailing by a point, 25 seconds remaining. And they need at least 30 yards, you'd have to think, here to move the football to have a shot. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And that, not at all what they were hoping for. He does stop the clock, but it eats up precious time and winds up losing yardage.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Second down and back to Tomlinson.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Manning. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead They found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So it's a win here at the Coliseum for the NFL Superstars. And after a great night of football, time for the best of traditions. Sure, it's great to lift the Lombardi Trophy, but a close second might be lifting that as we say so long from Northern California.